If you're leading a sales team, you've felt this pain. You've got strong reps, really strong. But sometimes, right at the finish line, poof, the deal evaporates. It's baffling, isn't it? They nail the presentation, the client's practically signing the contract in their head, and then nothing. It just fizzles out. Well, we're diving deep today into some fascinating research. Think about this. Analysis of over 28,000 sales pitches. And the big finding, it's kind of shocking.
It really is. This work from the folks known as the sales experts, it suggests most closing is actually just, well, order taking, if you ask clearly and confidently for the next step.
Exactly. But that's the leak, right? So many reps. They just don't ask, or they don't ask the right way.
Precisely. And that's our mission today. We're going to pull out the practical stuff, the non-manipulative techniques that the top performers use. Forget the pushy tactics that make buyers uncomfortable. We're talking about process, clarity, things that lead to real, reliable sales success. It's about making the yes feel natural, not forced.
Okay, let's unpack that. Because I think a lot of us learned these classic closes, right? The ones that feel a bit like a magic trick.
Oh, yeah. We all know them.
Like the alternative choice. So will that be the red one or the blue one? Or the puppy dog close? Just try it out for a week.
Or the Ben Franklin, the pros and cons list.
Right. But the research you mentioned from the sales experts, it says these are, well, kind of outdated. They backfire.
They often do, yeah. Think about it. Buyers today are smart. They have access to so much information. The moment they sniff out a technique, a manipulation,
their guard goes up.
Exactly. You lose that trust you work so hard to build. They feel like they're being sold to, not collaborated with. It's just not effective long term.
Okay, so if those famous closes are out, what's actually working? You said it was simpler.
Almost laughably simple sometimes. It comes down to one core question after you've done the work presented, answered questions, handle objections.
And that question is?
Just ask, would you like to move forward?
That's it. Would you like to move forward? It sounds too gentle, not salesy enough.
That's the beauty of it. The language is key. Move forward isn't scary like buy or sign. It assumes progress. It's collaborative.
Yeah.
It signals that this is the logical next step. And, you know, the data is clear. Win rates jump significantly when reps just ask this directly and confidently.
Okay. Confidence through clarity, not aggression. I like that. But hang on. If my team just starts saying, would you like to move forward tomorrow without changing anything else, that won't magically fix everything, will it?
Absolutely not. You've hit the nail on the head. That question only works if the foundation is solid.
So the close really does start way earlier.
It starts at hello, essentially. The sales experts are really clear on this. If you want systematic sales success, you need a rigorous process before you even think about asking that final question.
So this is the pre-ask workflow you mentioned. What does that look like?
We pulled out 4 non-negotiable actions from the research, things your team needs to nail every single time.
Okay, let's hear them.
First, qualify tightly. Seriously, don't waste time on prospects who aren't a real fit. No hopium deals.
Right. Garbage in, garbage out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Make sure they have the need, the budget, the authority. A perfect close to an unqualified lead is still a failure.
Got it. Qualify hard. What's next?
Second, handle objections early. Don't fear objections, invite them. Ask things like, what concerns do you have? Or what might hold this back on your end?
So pull the problems out before the close.
Yes. If you get to the end and haven't heard any objections, the buyer might just be holding back. You need that feedback. Objections are engagement.
That's a big mindset shift.
Okay.
Okay, number 3. This feels like where deals often get stuck. The logistic.
You nailed it. Third action, offer frictionless terms. Make it easy to say yes. Clear scope, simple pricing, maybe a low-risk start. Every extra page in the contract, every complex approval step before they verbally agreed, that adds friction and delay. Simplify the initial commitment.
Make the first step small and easy. Okay. And the last one, before the ask.
Fourth, summarize outcomes. Just before you ask to move forward, quickly restate the value. So we'll deliver X result by Y date for Z investment. Does that match your understanding? Remove any ambiguity.
Qualify, handle objections early. Frictionless terms, summarize outcomes. Makes sense. And underlying all this, it's the rep's mindset, isn't it?
Absolutely critical. Energy and intent. If the rep hesitates or doesn't truly expect a yes, the client feels it. You tend to get what you expect in sales.
So if you do all that prep work, asking, would you like to move forward, just feels like the natural conclusion.
Precisely. But what if they don't say yes? What if they say, not yet?
The dreaded not yet. But you're saying that's not actually a bad thing.
It's a gift. honestly.
Yeah.
Because now you know there's a blocker. The real objection has surfaced. Now you can actually solve it.
Okay, so how do you handle the not yet without resorting back to those pushy tactics?
Great question. 3 non-manipulative ways to dig in immediately. First, clarify. Ask something like, understood. What would you need to see to feel comfortable moving ahead?
Puts the ball back in their court to define the gap. Nice.
Second, prioritize. If you suspect it's one of the usual suspects, ask directly. Is the main hurdle timing, budget, or fit? Which one should we tackle first? Helps focus the conversation.
Okay, and the third approach.
The micro-close. This is powerful. Instead of pushing for the whole deal, suggest a smaller, immediate next step. Maintain momentum.
Like a pilot program.
Exactly. A script could be. Okay, how about we start with just a focused pilot project this month? We can review those results and look at the full scope. It lowers the risk dramatically.
Got it. So for the leaders listening, let's recap those key scripts, the main closing question.
Based on what we've covered, would you like to move forward? Simple, clear, non-threatening.
And if you get resistance or need to surface that hidden objection.
A slightly firmer version of clarify is the objection surfacer. What's stopping us from moving forward today? It prompts immediate transparency.
Okay, so wrapping this all up, the TLDR for sales leaders aiming for peak sales success.
Do your homework. Real discovery. Tie everything to the client's outcomes. Ruthlessly remove friction admin, legal hurdles, make it easy. Then ask clearly, would you like to move forward? And if it's not yet, don't panic. Just clarify, prioritize, or micro-close to find and fix the real blocker. Then ask again.
Makes perfect sense. So here's the final thought for you listening. If your team isn't consistently getting to yes after good presentations, is the problem really their closing line? Or is there a leak somewhere earlier in your process, in qualification, objection handling, or just making it too darn hard to buy? Something to think about.
The close really does reflect the quality of everything that came before it.
Absolutely. This whole approach process, clarity, confidence without manipulation, it feels like the future of effective selling outlined by the sales experts. If you want to build that kind of all-star team and drive consistent sales success, we definitely encourage you to explore these ideas further. Check out the resources over at thesalesexperts.com.